Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Jay here, aka Mojo Autographs. Hope you guys are all doing well. Coming at you guys with a video today. You guys see by the title, it's going to be something like time management with autographs, and just kind of a reflection. And before I do this video, I really want to stress this idea that you don't have to. I'm not anybody's mom, dad. I'm not your boss. I'm 23 years old. Probably talking to a lot of people that are older than me, or even a lot more younger. Is what I want to. I want to talk to the younger community about this, and I'm gonna give you guys my experience, and you guys can take it how you want it. I'm personally doing this video because I've been reflecting back on my autographing since it started, and how much time I put into this, and a lot of, I don't want to say missed opportunities necessarily, but a lot of balance wasn't there. And I think the thing I want to start out with is, I think people get so into autographing that you think it becomes your life. And I think I'm not here to judge, because it was me. I was that person. When I first started autographing in 2010, I could not stop going to Kings games. Like, after the game, I'd want to autograph. The setup was way different back then, but it was so addicting to me, and I just got this fulfillment. And I would go home and film YouTube videos, and I'd love to show my successes. And at first I was doing it to show off, and then now, toward like when I started making like the recaps, when I got out of high school, I was doing it kind of just to, I wanted to show people how people sign, so they know what to expect, so they don't have to ask on these forums like, oh, how is this person at signing? And that was like addicting to me to make YouTube videos. And I still like making YouTube videos because I think it's fun, and I've always liked making videos. I think it's cool to communicate and show your emotion versus posting a picture and writing a paragraph long story. To me, it doesn't do it justice. That's just how I am. I like doing that, and I like showing people how to do things, because I want people to have a better autograph experience than I did when I started, and I want people to learn from me. And I'm gonna reflect on this, and it's hard for me to reflect sometimes, because I think like how I could change things, but I'm at the point where I'm happy with everything that's happened. And you have your highs and lows in this, and that's why autographing is kind of depressing. And then you have your highs, and then when they don't sign, you get your lows, and you stop being a fan, and it gets annoying after a while when a lot of people don't sign, and you hate them for it. But it's like they have their own shit going on. They can't. I don't know. I've always had this devil's advocate on that topic, like, oh, you don't hate on people if they don't sign. And then, like, when I was younger, I'd be like, man, F him, he sucks, what a douche, hope they tear their ACL. But now I'm like, dude, they didn't sign, they didn't have time for me. That's it, you know. I do say, like, I get pissed, and then in the moment I get pissed, and then after I'm just like, that's it, you know, it's over. It's tough to do that sometimes, but I want to reflect on time management. And like I said, this is kind of going out to the younger community, because I get DM'd all the time. People DM me, like high school kids, college kids even DM me, saying, how do you balance your life out? Like, you seem like you're not graphing. I've been getting that a lot lately, and I haven't been graphing much. Everyone's like, dude, you were going hardcore in LA, like, what happened? And it's like, yeah, I have college, and I have a girlfriend, and I have a life that I'm trying to like pursue now. Like, I actually have a lot of stuff going on, and when you're in high school, you don't have that much going on. And I will reflect really quickly on high school. In high school, I was addicted to autographs. That was kind of like my only enjoyment. I was overweight, 350 pounds. I hated my life at times, and I would just want to autograph to just get it out. I played high school sports, and I would just look forward to going home and just opening my mail and getting autographs, going to the team hotel and doing that, and going to the games, and chopping it up with DeMarcus and doing that. That was really fun, and I loved it. And I have no regrets with that, because it was one of the coolest things to ever happen to me, was getting close to DeMarcus. And he's still really just one of my role models, because of him, I did a lot of good things in my life. That's why autographing paid off in the end, for me personally, to grow as a human being. So in high school, that was it. This was it. I'd come home, open mail. Come home, go autograph, do a video, open mail, do a recap. And that was it. I started cutting my friends off, and I regret it, but my friends are still my friends today because of that. There was people in high school that used to harass me for making YouTube videos over autographs, and I was embarrassed, and I would try to hide my videos sometimes and make them unlisted and then relist them 2 weeks later, so then they'd be like, they couldn't find them. And I was so embarrassed by that, and now I'm older, and I'm just like, I embrace it. I love this because it's a hobby. A hobby is designed for you. It's your getaway. It's your getaway from BS in life. If you're stressed out, overweight, unhappy, you pick a hobby up to keep yourself busy. And for me, the autograph community was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I just wish I balanced it out better. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. But all BS aside, the autograph community is one of the coolest things because it's amazing that I was 16 and I was able to talk to people that are like 20, 23, and now they don't even autograph anymore. I'm 23 years old and I've just been busy with college. I don't have I like autographing. I love it. I come into my room and I just love remembering like when I met Clint Eastwood, Harrison Ford, Kanye, Drake. I remember every single time, and that's what the great thing about autographing is the story. But in high school, I was so let's just go back. In high school, I was obsessed with it, cut off a lot of people, and if I could change it, I wish I would have balanced it out. Autographing, not been embarrassed, and I wish I would have just done my thing, just be me. And I did do that at times, but there was times when I get depressed, and I just would get so angry at myself, and I would say, I don't know why I'm doing this. People don't like it. But people aren't accepting in high school because it's like cliques. I hated high school. Everybody has a different high school experience, but at the end of the day, high school's a joke. For me, it was a joke. It was full of people up egoing and rich people doing this and picking on people and whatever. And then there was good times where I had my good group of friends, and I will never regret that because they're still my friends today, and I know they are. And they would joke around with the videos, but they watched them and they appreciate it, and they'd like to go kind of hang out with me with it. So I kind of got that. And my friends are autograph people too. Like I have so many friends and autographs that I've been able to talk about life with, especially guys out here from my area, the greater 916 area. There's a lot of guys that I still talk to, and they're some of they've shed a lot of knowledge on me, and they've impacted me positively. You would think like, how does a grapher impact like another human being? Like graphers just graph. It's like, no, graphers have been through life. A lot of them, they're either out of college, in college, they have a good job, they don't have a good job, whatever. It's a stigma, and who cares really, honestly. I try not to judge people anymore. But in high school, I wish I would have balanced that out. In college, I stopped autographing for a year basically, and I learned a lot about myself, and kind of like became independent. I lost weight, and that's when I did an autograph, right? I did good things for myself because I was not obsessed with it. And I think that's part of the process. You need to have a balancing act, and that's what I'm going to get at with time management. In college, I stopped graphing, and then I picked it back up, and I was kind of obsessed again. And when moved to LA, graphed, came back home and realized that I didn't do that well. I wasn't doing well in my life. I started just doing stupid things, and I was down on myself, and I wasn't happy. And then I came back home. I took a kind of like a online thing with college, and then I went to Arizona, and my sister passed away, and that hit me hard. And that's when I was like, I need to balance shit out and get my life together. And I did. I started signing up for school again, and I'm back in school. I'm happier now. And at the same time, I didn't drop autographing. I still manage the forum. I manage that. I collect cards now just as a small little adversity to it, and it's fun because it's autographs. And I'm at the point now where I'm pretty happy with everything I have. My mindset before was, man, there's a new item, there's a new image, there's a new jersey, a new design. Oh, Nike took Adidas over. Like, that was what people probably think now. It's like, oh, I need to get that signed. For me now, I'm just like, if I can autograph and I have time, I'll pursue my hobby again, and I do that. I have been on and off graphing. I don't really post everything all the time, but when I have time and I don't have anything to do, I like to autograph because it's my getaway. I get to for me, socially, autographing was the coolest thing. I like talking to people, and I don't serve it as something that's gonna make my bread on the table. I think of it as something like I'm just gonna autograph and enjoy it, and if I sell something from autographs, it's to fund the hobby more, so I can go to Arizona, or I can take an LA trip, or I can enjoy my life a little bit better and just like do cool things with my life, and pay for textbooks. So I think that was cool, or I think that's a cool concept. But I think time management kills everybody in this hobby. You either kind of balance it out, or you go all in or out. And I think for the business side, I want to stress this: the people that are all in and you have shit going on in your life and you don't handle your life before the autographs, that's how scamming happens. And I don't think people get this circular motion of how this works. If you have life going on and you can't ship someone's stuff within a week, or not within a week, if you're like delaying shipping for a month, you don't belong in the business, and you really just need to handle life before autographs. And I think when people start making money in the business of autographs, you ride with that, and you don't think about the customers. Me, I've never had that happen because I'm so scared of pissing someone else off. And I have to hold up this reputation that I've held for years. One botched autograph deal is not worth it for me. And my time management has shown me throughout the years that I've always believed in people need to ship things before you transfer your PayPal over. And I learned that through time management. I learned like I need to set time aside to ship things. If you don't have that time to ship things, you need to get out, you know? And that's part of the time management. That's the concept I really wanted to stress here, along with the idea that you gotta, if you're, I'm not your mom or dad, but like if you want to actually do something, there's no autograph university degree out there. And you don't necessarily need college to get a job. I know people do it, but I think me personally, I'm going through this idea that I want to get my degree. I want to transfer. I want to do what I want to do minus the autographing, because the autographing will always be there. Aaron Judge is a rookie this year. In 5 to 6 years, he might not be that good, or he might be spectacular. You'll have another chance at him. And I think people get scared sometimes because they assume that a player is a rookie and they'll sign a lot and you don't get to meet him ever again, and then they become an asshole like LeBron, you know, or whatever. I'm just saying LeBron because LeBron doesn't like to sign that much. He's a great basketball player. I have nothing against LeBron. He just doesn't like to sign. I don't know why. And I stopped being bitter over it because you get these expectations. Like, these expectations ruin you in a way. So you kind of just have to like go with the flow on that. So I've kind of like neutralized myself about LeBron. I'm trying to be less judging about that kind of stuff. But, you know, I think time management's a key to this. And if you can't balance life with autographs, you need to reevaluate life and then come back to autographs. And to the people out there that have friends that kind of harassed you for it, you know, you could be like me and change everything you did and stop, keep autographing but stay low key. You can do that, or you can embrace it, and when you graduate high school, you'll never have to talk to those people again, you know, because after high school, you're your own person. Nobody's gonna come up to you. You have to like embrace your own life and become independent, and that's the beautiful thing about leaving high school. And I bash on high school sometimes, but I'm like, everything happens for a reason. I can't even explain it to you. I'm like bitter, and then I'm like, wait, that did happen for a reason. I had to learn from that experience of people harassing me so I could like form my super ego and id and then my conscience. When I started rehearsing my mind to this idea that it's okay to autograph with life in balance, and I rehearsed that through my mind through just like reassurance, and it became to the point where I'm just like, my time management now is, you know, I have school, I have a girlfriend, an amazing family, and all these good things going on in my life that I don't want to tarnish any of that stuff. So I want to have a balance, and my fitness is huge too. I like doing that. That's one of my favorite things to do outside of autographs. You know, I like to work out, and that everybody has their own niche. Some people like to collect cards, and then sometimes they like to play chess. I don't really know, but honestly, if my biggest advice from this out of anything here, it's balance your life out. Right now, I'm in college. I can autograph if I want to. If I want to autograph, I'll go autograph. You know, I don't need to have this preconceived idea that, oh, if they're here, I got autographed. The Weeknd was just here last week. It's my favorite rapper. I didn't go for him because I had a midterm. That's life. That's education. Like that's a bigger priority to me, and I'm happy it is, because if you asked me 2 years ago what's a bigger priority, I would go autograph instead of a test. Or not instead of a test, instead of studying for the test or something. I don't know. It's different for everybody. Everybody embraces this different ways. But I made this video just to kind of reflect, and you can either take my experience and, you know, kind of ask yourself the question, what are you doing to balance it out, the teeter-totter of autographs in life? And if you're going down on one end with life going down, then balance it out somehow with whatever you're gonna do. This is the video today. This is a video I've been trying to make for probably a year, and I've never been able to get this concept down because I've had to coach myself through it. And it's like any addiction you have. I was addicted. I mean, honestly, we're addicted to this because it's so interesting, and you get a rush, and that's hard to break. And I know if I still autograph, I have this idea that I can actually go back to life and study and do my things and have a beautiful girlfriend to hang out with and just focus on everything. And I really try to focus on each day now versus the future. And that's kind of life talking. So I'm just going to drift away from that for now. But that's like part of the balancing actually. So I guess it's not really because life and autographs. So that's my experience. I've been autographing since 2010, and I still kind of autograph when I can, and I feel like I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. I've had bad things happen, but you ever hear about someone having bad things? But like I have shit going on, but I've had shit happen to me, and I'm able to deal with it now because I balance the autographs in life. And you're gonna have your highs and lows. I've had my lows in this. Trust me, I've had my lows, and I'm getting through them. And that's it. Life goes on. I just recommend people just take it one step at a time and figure yourself out and make sure embrace the community. The community is so amazing. I think some people dodge this community and it's all about me, but your selfishness is not going to get you anywhere sometimes. The community is like what's fun about this. And when people are trying to put bread on the table, they don't have a community. They use the community as like a roasting session, I guess you could say. I think people abuse the community too much, and it's really annoying to people like me, and I'm kind of like fed up with it. And I love the autographing and I love the community, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it sometimes, and it kind of makes me like realize this isn't the environment for me at times. Like there's just a lot of negativity, and if you surround yourself around negativity, it becomes you don't sometimes you're not able to filter it out, and that's kind of annoying. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. To all my young people out there, keep doing your thing. Balance your life out with this, and you'll be good. So, and then to the adults and whatever, you guys have your minds made up. It's everybody's life. You choose the direction you want to put it in, and this is your canvas. You paint it how you want to. In the words of J. Cole, didn't really want to drop that reference, but I'm already at 16 minutes, so whatever. Anyway, that's it. I love you guys. Love the community. Continue to support it. I will always be actively in it. So, all right. Have a good one, everybody. Jay signing out. Peace, everybody.